Despite the passage of time, the departure of director Edgar Wright from his long-in-development Ant-Man project with Marvel is still a point of debate and a sore spot for fans. In a recent interview for her upcoming HOBBIT film, actress Evangeline Lilly, who is also starring in Ant-Man, spoke out about the controversy, saying the split was necessary. Lilly said the following: "I feel like if Marvel had created Edgar's incredible vision, which would have been like classic comic book, it would have been such a ride to film. It would have been so much fun to watch, but it wouldn't have fit in the Marvel universe. It would have stuck out like a sore thumb no matter how good it was. It just would have taken you away from this cohesive universe they're trying to create, and therefore it ruins the suspended disbelief that they've built. I mean, they've established a universe and everyone has come to expect a certain aesthetic and a certain feel for Marvel films, and what Edgar was creating was much more in the Edgar Wright camp of films. They were very different." John Byers-Sell Lilly's comments.
Yeah, she nails it. I mean, she absolutely, and this is one of those people who's in the rare position that all of us wish we could be in, is that she read both scripts. Like, she knew Edgar Wright's movie and she knew this one. And her comments about this would have been a fun, really good film, no doubt. It's Edgar Wright. Of course it would have been. But that was always the big thing. And a lot of, I find that we as film fans are sometimes guilty of failing to take a step back and look at the big picture. And I think a lot of people really reacted negatively. Like, nobody's a bigger fan of Edgar Wright than me. I mean, I think the dude is awesome. But if you step back and look at the big picture, Marvel has, this Ant-Man now has to fit into something they've created. Something they created after Edgar got going on his Ant-Man. So you can't blame Edgar for making an Ant-Man film or writing an Ant-Man film that doesn't fit in with the DC Cinematic, or the Marvel Cinematic Universe, because he was making that Ant-Man long before there was a Marvel Cinematic Universe, right? But then you can't blame him for not wanting to change Ant-Man to fit the Marvel Cinematic Universe either, because he had been working on it for so long. At the same time, I always said you can't blame Marvel for going, look, the movie was great, we're so glad of the work that he did, but the fact of the matter is, we now have a cinematic universe to protect, and that fans have an expectation of, and this does not fit with this. And you know, sometimes, I think James Gunn put it really great one time. He goes, you know, sometimes you just know two people who are both great people, but they're just not right for each other. When they break up, it's sad, but it's, you know, it's kind of best for both of them. And that's what James Gunn said that what this Marvel situation was with Edgar Wright. And I think Evangeline Lilly is a good Canadian girl, by the way, put such a great fine point on it with her comments. And so I buy her comments, Mark.
Oh, she's actually Elvish, John.
Oh, that's right, yes.
Yeah. I mean, I'm totally buying this. I love when anybody can, in her position, can be that honest and that candid. And also, I think it would have been so easy, especially right now, to not bash Edgar Wright, but be more dismissive of what his vision of Ant-Man was, because now you want to champion what Ant-Man is going to be.
Right,
but she was very, and it actually made me, as the selfish fan of me, wants to see both versions of these films now. Maybe one day you can get to see two Ant-Man movies open the same weekend in theaters. Just pick which one you like better. But again, going with Marvel's master plan, this is what you have to do when you're Marvel. And and Edgar Wright is, I think it was a great move on all parties now. After her comments, I'm like, you know what? Everybody did the right thing here.
I buy this for the raw honesty and the fact that she's not even a comic book fan. She doesn't even, she's not, I don't even think she really wanted to do the movie first. She didn't know it. She learned more about it, and they got her in through the Edgar Wright stuff and learning about what the story was going to be. But you can tell that she clearly has been working on this movie long enough to where she knows what they're trying to accomplish. And what I would tell people that are like, well, that would have been a cool version, look at it in the Iron Man 3 aspect too. Because Shane Black made a great Shane Black movie. It wasn't a great Marvel film. Like, overall, it's a good movie. It's a really good movie, I think, as far as a Shane Black goes. But there are tons of people watching right now who hate that movie because it doesn't follow the Marvel type of through line that the rest of them did. And that is what you would have gotten with Edgar Wright. I agree with her 100%. I love Edgar Wright. I love his movies. Scott Pilgrim was incredible. But that movie would have, like she says, a sore thumb. That's an Edgar Wright Marvel movie, as opposed to this thing that's just moving so well right now. I think Peyton Reed is the guy.
And once again, you can't blame Edgar Wright for the fact that we're stuck up with a sore thumb, because he wrote that movie before there was a Marvel Cinematic Universe, so you can't really blame him for it.
Hey everyone, if you liked this video, click that thumbs up button and make sure to subscribe to our AMC Movie News YouTube channel. It's free and helps you stay up to date with all the latest movie news, as well as our daily AMC movie talk show. Also, make sure that you follow us on Facebook and Twitter to stay up to date with all of our special promotions, contests, and prize giveaways.